All right, so we're going to be answering question number 3. How did your production skills develop throughout this project? My name is Aiden. I'm here with my partner,
Ryan.
So I'd say during the start of our project, we already had a pretty good background knowledge of production skills in general. You remember the Cowboy and Indian film that we did?
Yeah, on our previous film a couple months ago, we filmed mostly in the school. This was a different type of film because we had to go outside of school grounds.
It was different, but we already had like basic knowledge, and we had used good like camera angles, and we overall I'd say we had good knowledge on the different camera angles that we could use and how we could use them to our advantage. But I'd say in terms of lighting, that was never much of an issue for us while we were in the school. So we did run into an issue with lighting when we had to start filming outside of the school, and we ran into that during this project.
Yeah, with the camera angles we could experiment, but with lighting we were kind of stuck on one set lighting angle, so we couldn't really experiment and use our brains as much.
The problem was we wanted to use like a darker type lighting for this film, for certain parts of our film opening, and we would have to experiment with the lighting, with the different resources we had available to us. But we were definitely limited by the room we were in, so we had to kind of get creative with it.
Yeah, I mean we could get creative, but for the room we were using, there wasn't much to work with the chandelier, and we were going for a more ominous look for the mobster scenes, but there wasn't much we could really do, which was a big struggle for us.
But so the way we were able to get around that was in post-production and editing. This is how I think our skills developed even more. We played around with some of the color grading elements and the resolution and the contrast, and we were able to, in post-production, actually just make the shots themselves look darker and more ominous without even having to adjust any lighting really in the actual camera work itself.
Yeah, I'd say color grading was a much bigger factor than we expected, and editing is where we really developed new skills and found what we were doing better.
And we also just got better with the costume designing. In our other projects, they weren't as important. So we would just wear our school uniform or something like that. But we had to get creative with our costumes and our set design and everything. We had our mobsters wear very formal stuff, like button-up shirts, sunglasses, things like that. And we had our detectives wear also very button-up, formal with ties and badges and everything. So we had to get creative there too.
Yeah, this was not anything like our previous project, so we had to really experiment with pretty much everything, mostly the costume design and lighting.
And so that sounds like that's about it. That's basically in a nutshell how our production skills developed. Thank you.
Thank you.